Hello. So we're going to kind of switch gears and we're going to deviate away from the curriculum that we've been following, and we're going to jump right into what the parents are learning. And we're going to learn right alongside. We're going to learn what they're learning at the same time on the same day. But they're a little bit ahead of us in the story. So today I'm just wanting to share the story up until where your parents are. And then we'll keep going with them. So we're learning about a guy named Joseph and his life story. He had a lot of things happen to him that weren't very fair. And he still chose to trust in God, even though he didn't understand what was happening. Joseph had 11 older brothers. Do you have any brothers? I don't. I have a sister, but I'm the oldest. Is anyone else the oldest in their family? Or are you the youngest, like Joseph was? Maybe you're a middle child. Well, Joseph was the youngest, and he was also the favorite of his dad. I bet your parents don't have favorites, though. But Joseph's dad did, and he made him this very colorful coat. Do you like my colorful coat? It's pink. But Joseph's coat had so many colors, like a rainbow. We don't know if this is what it looked like, but it had lots and lots of colors. And it was very special. That made the brothers very angry. So I have one angry brother here and another angry brother. They're very mad. And then they get even more mad because Joseph decides to tell them about a dream he has where the sun and the moon and the stars are bowing down to him. 11 stars, like 11 brothers. And a dream about sheaves of wheat bowing down to him. And the brothers, they made fun of him and they said, "You think that we are going to bow down to you? Ha 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 ha, in your dreams." And it was in his dreams. So then the brothers are very angry and they decide to conspire against Joseph. They see him coming in a distance and they said, "Here comes the dreamer. What should we do with him?" And so some of them wanted to kill him. Some said, "Let's just throw him in this well." So they decided to throw him deep in a well that had no water in it. And all of a sudden, they're eating their meal and they see these Ishmaelites coming from a place called Gilead. And they've got camels and spices. And they said, "Why don't we just sell him to these guys? Because then we can gain something." So for 20 pieces of silver, Joseph goes with the Ishmaelites and they head to Egypt, and the brothers go home and pretend that Joseph died. And they hand over the coat with some fake blood on it and they give it to their dad and they're like, "I think this is Joseph's." But they knew what really happened because they had sold him into slavery. So the Ishmaelites take Joseph and they go to Egypt, and there is an official guard there named Potiphar. So they sell him to Potiphar, who puts him to work as a slave. But everything that Joseph did, because he trusted in God, was noticed. And he gained trust with Potiphar, and he ended up getting more and more and more responsibility. And then one day, somebody accuses him of doing something that he didn't do. Has it ever happened to you? It's happened to me before. It is so frustrating. It's not fair. But instead of hearing him out, Potiphar just had him thrown in prison. He said, "I used to trust you, but I guess now I can't." And off to prison Joseph went. And that's where we're going to stop our story for today.